Hello everyone, this is Justin with NVIDIA Studios. Today we're taking an early look at some of the weapons in Range Day VR. We've had several questions from people through email about how the guns are used in our simulator game, and we hope to address a few of those questions today. We have 3 guns here on the table: a handgun, a revolver, and an AK-47 rifle. We're actually in one of the indoor ranges today. We have a control panel here on the left. This controls the targeting system, target retrieval system. Controls are very intuitive, and we're meant to feel natural between the firearms and also the controls inside the ranges. In this case, we have our target system here. If we want to bring us back to home, we can hit the carrier home button, like so. Brings the target right up to us, where we can see results up close. We also have our distance select system here on the left. In this case, let's set it for 15 feet. We have our targeting screen here on the right. When the target's actually at further out ranges, it can be difficult to see, so this lets us see real time how good our shots are. This becomes more apparent as the target goes further out. In this case, 45 feet, we can still see our target very clearly on how good or bad we have performed. Let's take it back to 15 feet. We can also change the target that's currently displayed. We can bring out our target select screen by using our left-hand controller. On the Oculus Rift, Oculus Touch, we press down our left thumbstick. On the Steam VR, we'd be pressing on the left controller D-pad, down button. This brings up our target select screen. We can select any target that's listed here. At present, I think we have just shy of 50 targets. Let's pick this guy right here. And as you see, our target has changed. We also have a reset target button here. This will clear any bullet holes that are on the targets. Alright, let's start with our first firearm. To the left we have a CZ SP01. We put our hand over the gun. As you notice, when we put our hand over the gun, you see the gun change to a highlighted color. This lets us know that we're close enough to pick it up. Picking up guns is very natural in this game. It's very much like picking up the real gun in real life. You squeeze your controller, which pulls the triggers to pick up the gun. So we're going to grip our controller, which will actually activate the triggers to tell it we want to pick up the gun, like so. We can reach down and pick up a magazine the same way. Alright, we simply load the magazine into the guns by sliding up and in. Being a semi-automatic, we have to rack the slide back to load a bullet into the chamber. Guns can be used in either hand. Left, right. You can also pick up 2 guns at one time and fire 2 weapons at the same time, and we'll show more of this later. You can reach up and grab the magazine to unload. Loading bullets is extremely easy. We can actually pick up an individual bullet like so and actually place it directly in the magazine. Or we can actually load the magazine directly from a pile of bullets we have on the table. Pile of ammunition. Simply set the magazine close to the pile of ammunition. Loads directly into the magazine. Then we can load this directly into our gun. Notice the orange numbering underneath the gun. This tells us how many rounds are currently in the gun. Here again, we have a fresh mag. Shows 17 rounds currently available in the mag, plus 1 in the chamber. A terrible shot. I'm not really trying to aim. Apparently, it's pretty evident. A little better. Here again, let's change our target. Let's find something a little easier to see. Do a simple bullseye. Next gun up is the revolver. Revolvers work very similar to semi-automatic handguns. The only difference is there's not a magazine to slide in the gun. Squeeze off a few rounds here and then we'll reload the revolver. Terrible shot. Very much like the semi-automatic handgun. We actually put our left hand next to the drum of the revolver and pull out. Notice the revolver drum slides outward. We can simply unload the empty casings by tilting the revolver backwards. The casings fall out, like so. We can pick up individual bullets and load them straight into the drum. Now, we can, with our left hand, reach up, grab, and push the drum in, like so. That's it for the revolver. So we're going to start by picking up the AK-47. We're going to load a magazine into the AK-47, just like we would the handguns. We're going to pull back the charging handle and squeeze off a few rounds. We can fire single-handedly, or for additional stability we can use the second hand function of the rifles. In this case, in second hand, the rifles pivot on the hands directly for increased stability and control. Here again, just like the handguns, we can load ammunition directly into the magazines, like so. Any firearm in ranged AVR can be picked up directly off a table, a shelf, the armory, or can be spawned directly to where you're currently at. In this case, we're going to spawn an MK16 for us to play with. We're going to hold down the right thumbstick on the Oculus Touch controller, or the down button on the D-pad for the right-hand controller of Steam VR. Machine guns, M16. Here again with the M16, pull back the charging handle. Now when we try to fire the gun, nothing happens, because this is a select fire weapon. On the sides are a select fire switch with safety, a single mode, and burst mode. Press once, turn it off from safety to semi-automatic, burst. On this ACOG, we actually have a scope, so we can see our target more clearly. Two-hand moded operation for easier use, more accuracy. We can also move within the game. I'm going to teleport back and pick a different lane we want to be in. That was the existing lane we were at. Let's go to lane number 2. You can freely move around, and this is a room scale game, or you can teleport where you want to go. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for viewing this video with us. We hope we've answered a few of your questions about the firearms and ranged AVR. Please note that menu systems, control systems, and firearms are subject to change before the game releases. We will be launching this game in early access, and I'm sure there will be further modifications, updates to the game, in future. We look forward to hearing back any comments or suggestions you have.